How's it going, everybody? It is Ethan, or Unknown Coder. Welcome back to another episode here on the KodeKraft world. I want you guys just to listen for a second. That's the sound of no more gas or other mobs messing with us as we dig out the perimeter. In this episode, we went ahead and built a mob switch so we can finally dig the rest of this out in peace. We also built an unlimited food farm. That way we never run out of pork chops. So let's go ahead and get into the episode and I'll show you guys how I did all of this. Welcome back, everybody. I wasn't actually planning to make this episode, and as you all can see, we have been working in here on the Nether. We've gotten down to about level 16, and I would say that we're probably about a quarter of a way through this one. And I had to record this episode instead of a devlog out of necessity, not necessarily because I was wanting to. My original plan this week was, like I said, to go ahead and record an episode of the devlog, but if you look in the lower right-hand side, or lower left-hand side rather, we are almost out of food. Those 21 fish are literally the only food that I have left. So in this episode, we need to go ahead and get going on some food. We're going to make one of those overpowered pork chop farms just because they're simple and I'll be able to eat forever essentially. And the only reason that this is an issue is because I was an idiot whenever we were clearing out the lava and accidentally jumped inside lava without a fire res potion or any of my other gear. Well, I had some gear on, but I didn't have my chest plate, and my golden carrots were on me instead of in my ender chest at that time. So we lost all of our carrots. I might have mentioned that at one point, but I don't remember. On top of that, we also see there's gas literally everywhere, and these pigmen keep trying to catch an insurance claim by jumping in front of my pickaxe just like this, and I keep accidentally hitting them. So I want to go ahead and deal with those as well by building some sort of a mob switch. We'll see how that goes. I think I might do the Tango Tech one where he literally just brought in a whole bunch of zombie villagers or zombies and villagers and turn them into zombie villagers and so on and so forth. And to do that, we're going to go ahead and head over to the other side and build all of those chunk loaders. That way, whenever I'm in the Nether over here, I can go ahead and just like log out, essentially turn off those chunk loaders, and then the mobs will start spawning up top again. That way I can actually repair my tools. So let's go ahead. I'm going to essentially go through the rest of this, and I'm just going to get as much time before I run out of food. Then I'll go grab the materials that we need to actually build up the pork chop farm, and I'll see you over above a crimson forest. Is that what it's called? A crimson forest, I think. So I'll see you guys then. Just letting you all know right now that throughout this entire episode, we're literally just going to be breaking all of the, I don't know, laws of Minecraft by making the cheesiest farms and doing things that you may not like, and you can just get over it. Right here is essentially the very corner of our entire perimeter. So that's the center. This way is a crimson forest. If I go ahead and hit F3 and T, you can see right here we're in crimson forest. What I'm going to go ahead and do now is I'm just going to use all the materials inside this box to build the most overpowered food farm in all of Minecraft that's going to sustain us until we actually get our farmers up and running again. So I'm just going to go through, watch the tutorial, and probably AFK here for about 30 minutes tonight, and that'll probably get us just about everything we need, and then maybe AFK a little bit longer to get the full shulker box. But let's go ahead and build this up, and I'll show you guys this thing in action once we are finished. The pit of doom is now complete, so now all we got to really do is create the outer part, which spawns them. Then also create the walls and all of that good stuff. So let's go ahead and get that done, and we'll see it in action. And just like that, the most overpowered food farm in Minecraft is actually finished. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to let this AFK for a little while I eat dinner. And whenever we get back, it should be all filled up and good to go. And I'm going to continue digging, and we're going to continue breaking the rules of Minecraft by getting so many mobs in the Nether. That way no more gas will actually spawn on top of me. I went ahead and AFK'd for a little bit longer than I was actually expecting to, and this thing is ridiculous. For 15 minutes of work, we've got at least 2 or 3 shulker boxes full of food here. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I am just going to grab my ender chest and go with my empty shulker here. Fill this bad boy up with all the good steak, and I'm going to go ahead and continue working down below. I want to go ahead and wrap up one more section of what I'm digging out, and then I'll meet you guys back in the overworld to start working on figuring out how we're going to get a whole bunch of villagers through the Nether, as well as figuring out some of the Nether chunk loaders. That way we can also stop mobs from spawning, because I'm so sick and tired of gas shooting at me. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, everyone, welcome back. We got another section done, so now we are on section 16. The gas are ridiculous. Look at my bow, it's almost dead. But as we come down here, you'll be able to see we are on section 16, which means only another 12 more. I also made a bit of an oopsie and accidentally broke a netherite pickaxe. Unfortunately, that's not great. Fortunately, we have over a stack of netherite, so or ancient debris, I guess it's called. So I can probably go ahead and smelt some of that up and convert more of my other pickaxes over to netherite. I can get another pickaxe very easily for what I need. So now I'm currently going to go ahead and head back over to the overworld, and I want to go ahead and do some research on some chunk loaders. I think that Azumavoid had one, but I think there's a little bit better one by someone else for 118/19. So I am going to go ahead and do some research on that, and I'll be back with you guys once I figure out which ones I want and all the materials that I need, and we'll go ahead and start building those up. After that, we need to figure out what mob proofer that we need. I need one that works inside the nether. I know that Tango used a whole bunch of zombie villagers. I don't know if I want to AFK for a ton of time just to get a bunch of zombie villagers, so we'll figure out. I'm gonna do some more research. I'll be back with you guys in a bit. I'm gonna go ahead and settle with a chunk loader designed by Dark. I'm watching a tutorial. I don't remember what the person's name is at the moment, but maybe I'll try to remember and say it later. For some reason, my iron farm is just straight up scuffed and they will not spawn in the back. I don't know why, but every time I build an iron farm in one of these Minecraft videos, something goes wrong with it. This one seems to be spawning them, but the other one doesn't seem to be, and sometimes these ones aren't. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. I'll keep an eye on it. Maybe it's because I've been working the nether so much and they got unloaded or something, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and build up 4 different chunk loaders. I'm gonna build the first one, show you how it works, or not really how it works, but just show you what it does, and then I'll build the rest of them. So let's go ahead and start building the first one, and I'll be back whenever it's fully finished. As you can hear in the background, our very simple chunk loader is running. So essentially all it is just a boat going back and forth. You can actually hop in here to show you how easy it is on the other side. So if we hop in here, the boat comes in, gets broken, falls back in, and goes around and around. I moved this up because I thought I needed to, but I can actually move it back down, and I probably will. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now is build out the rest of these. They're actually pretty dang simple. I've already tested all of these kind of link up the way they're supposed to, as long as I do them in the correct order. So I am going to go ahead and break this, move it down, and move all these down, and then I'll see you guys once all of these are filled up, and we have a kind of a plan to stop the mob spawning in the nether. Just like that, the final chunk loader is done. It's obviously going to be really hard to see from over here, so we hop into the nether. You'll be able to see all 4 working in tandem. If I can actually get through the portal. Now if we come through here and catch ourselves on fire, you can see that we have one going through that portal, we have one going through that portal, we have one going through that portal, and we have one going through that portal. I think there is a small issue. I don't know if our iron farm is going to be permanently loaded because one of it is outside of the range technically, or outside of like the active range. It could still be inside of like lazy loaded, and maybe that still works. I'm not sure how exactly it works. I know that redstone devices don't work, but maybe mob spawning still does in those areas, so maybe it's still working good. So now that we got all these 4 done, I'm thinking what we want to do is somewhere down here in this area where it's constantly being loaded, go ahead and build a mob switch. I don't really want it in the overworld, and that's primarily why I want to do it in the nether. Plus we need in the nether probably to stop the nether spawn. So again, I'm gonna do some more research on some easy mob switches. I don't really want to AFK for, you know, 2 or 3 hours just to get enough villagers and then convert all of them to zombies, but if I have to, I will. So I'll be back with you guys with another update. And also I did want to mention one last thing. It appears that the issue with the iron farm was just because for whatever reason, every single time I come in, they just haven't slept in a while, or it's not nighttime. So all they had to do is actually do a full night cycle, and then they're all going good now. We should be getting plenty of iron. So let's go ahead and check the profits. So again, I've been in the nether a lot, and we haven't been loading the area, so we really haven't been getting that much iron. But we see about almost 9 stacks in this one. We got almost 9 stacks in this one, 2 stacks in this one, and then if we come over here, we have almost 9 stacks, and 2. So almost the exact output. So we almost have, what, 18 stacks so far, and I've been in the nether for literally majority of the time I've been playing on the world. So it's going pretty well. And now, hopefully, even when I'm in the nether, as long as we come down here to start out each episode, or each time I dig, we should be getting iron even when we're in the nether. So let's go ahead. I'm going to pause, find a good mob switch, and try to figure out how we can build that. Alrighty, have I got a disaster to show you. So I've been working on getting everything set up, that way we can bring some villagers over. So I know exactly where we need to bring them. We actually need to bring them to 63.7, so this is going to go a little bit farther, probably about right here, and we'll bring him over a little bit farther this way to about 63 or 64, one of the two. Actually, it'd be like before 63, somewhere like in this chunk. So if we take a look at F3 and G, or FG and B, oh, that was right, there we go. So this is 3 chunks from the chunk loader below us. The chunk loader is 1, 2, and then it's inside the middle chunk over here, 3. Actually, yeah, it's like in this chunk right here. So 1, 2, and after this chunk, the third chunk is where we actually want them, because this is going to be lazily loaded. In here, we'll have all of our zombies, so we'll just bring them over this way. So now time to go show you the mess in the overworld, and unfortunately I gotta be done tonight, and I don't have time this weekend. We should be able to AFK a bit and get some more villagers, so they should fall over here. Might want to put more glass right there, that's fine. And I need to break this portal, but we've got a bit of a mess here, so get rid of the borders. And if we take a look, what's going to happen is we'll grab a villager from down here. I need a minecart, but it's fine. We don't have nearly enough yet, so we'll also have to kill any green coats, but they'll come up here and they'll stop right here. I had a lot of issue with this because of directionality and stuff, but I finally got to work. We have a counter down here, so whenever we hit 70 villagers, we're good to go. We'll click that, it'll turn over here, they'll hop down there, it'll hopefully bounce off that and go and grab the next guy, and then this counts up by 1. Hopefully get kicked out this way, go into the portal like so, and now the only portal that I should be able to link to is that top one. We get here, they can't go this way, so hopefully it should go this way and back out there. So again, we have to do 70 villagers. It's going to take me a while to get all of those. Now hopefully it takes me back over here. Okay, we're good to go. I don't think we have enough, but we at least have enough to get started. And I don't know how I'm going to be moving them or anything, but I have to finish up the rails. I still have a bunch of rails to do. And yeah, so I'm going to finish all that up probably over the weekend, or actually not over the weekend, probably next Monday. I'm just going to upload another Twitter episode, but that's what's going on here. I'll be back with you guys once I start getting some villagers converted. I went ahead and started moving over some villagers just because I didn't really have time to record, and I wanted to get as much of this done as possible before I had to leave this weekend. So right now we have 10 in here, and this is going to take way too long the way I'm doing it right now. The way that I'm getting them out of the portal is because they're stubborn. Sometimes I don't want to move. I try to do this and then they end up standing on that. I might be able to remove these, but I'm not sure. I'm going to have an issue with these, I'm sure, also because they're going to stand in front of each other and everything. But what I'm going to go ahead and try to do is just rapid fire like 10 of them through here and then see if I can pick up as many as I can and pull them over. Again, I doubt I'm going to get this done today because I'm going to end up having to also AFK a ton to get more villagers. So I'm just going to keep going, but this nasty contraption is kind of working, so that's good. I'll update you guys as we get more and more in here. All right, everyone, so I believe we're at the last 20 villagers. After AFKing and doing a whole bunch of work, it's been the most annoying thing ever. So let's go ahead and try to transport the rest of them. I'm hoping this is 20. I'm assuming it probably is by how long I've been AFKing. But I'm gonna go ahead and grab 20 of them or 10 of them, do the last 10, show you guys how we unload them and all that good stuff. Then we'll actually test to see if it works. I really hope it works because I have spent countless hours actually AFKing and all that stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab 20 of them, get everything done, and I'll be back with you guys in a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and call for the very last guy, so send this one up. We're at 69. This is number 60 or 70. He's not gonna take the bait, so let's go ahead and do this. These dudes bought so many sticks from me, it's not even funny. They cleared out like an entire sugar box, but this is the last guy. We don't really need any other dudes out of here, but I will go ahead and run it, and I'll show you guys what our operation looks like on the Nether side. We have a small bug with the system where the minecars decide that they want to run away after the fact, so we'll see how that goes. And sometimes these dudes are a little bit annoying, although it looks like we got all of them in there this time, so that's great. Now we just gotta do one of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now they're really starting to wind up. 7, 8, and after we pulled the last guy, oh, they already went off. I don't know where they got stuck. But there they go. Now watch the minecarts. Okay, it actually, oh, never mind, the minecarts did take off. We gotta catch them. For whatever reason, the minecarts like to skip town. Let's catch them. Here, we got him. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 6 in it. Now there's 10. Those suckers go fast. But here we go. You guys ever wondered what 70 zombie villagers in a small space looks like? Here you go. We got about 70 of them. They're super loud, unfortunately. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. We don't need that. We don't need this. Obviously we can condense these, but yeah, so now what we gotta do is just go and see if this thing's actually working. Since there's 70 in there, like for sure, and they're not gonna despawn, I don't see why this wouldn't work. The only thing I could see is if the chunk loader isn't working correctly. So let's go ahead and just go and see. So I'm gonna take the portal back, and then I guess we'll go down to the chunk loading portals. We really should break that out, but let me go ahead and meet you guys back over there. Our chunk loaders has actually gotten turned off, so I had to turn them back on, but it's awfully quiet here in the Soul Sand Valley, so that's good. But let's go ahead and see if the chunk loaders are actually working correctly. Let's see if I can figure out my way back up here. I'm gonna fly over, not really fly, but take the boat over to the perimeter and see if we can finally get some work done without being harassed by ghasts and other mobs. Look how nice and quiet it is here. No gas trying to blow us up. No pigment trying to get free insurance money. No hoglins trying to get us. This is great. So now I think we can go ahead and wrap up the episode here. Oh, we got a guy spawning. Interesting. Oh wait, these might be guys that just haven't despawned. Nope, never mind. Those are new spawns. Interesting. So for some reason we still are getting a couple spawns here and there. So we might have to add more, I suppose. Maybe we need more than 70. I'm gonna go ahead and keep adding a few more here. Maybe we'll get up to 80 or something. Either that or the chunk loader's not working, but there's very few mobs, so I'm gonna go ahead and assume that we just need to add a few more. And a lot of these guys just haven't despawned because they have blocks in their hands and they will never go away, so we'll have to kill them manually. But I think we are gonna wrap it up here. It's getting pretty long, so I'm gonna, in between episodes, dig out some more of this as much as I possibly can. And I'm also going to try to add some more villager zombies into that. Maybe we need more than 70 or something, I'm not sure. But either way, guys, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Next episode we might try to do something in the overworld. I'm not sure what yet, but I may be eyeing a shulker farm or something. Definitely not the storage room yet, but we do need to go ahead and get a shulker farm going. Anyway, guys, I appreciate everyone for watching. This has been Ethan on a Koder. Peace out, and I'll see you in the next episode. Have a great day, everybody.